The following portion of Living Local Carolina is sponsored by Puro.
Hey guys, welcome back to Living Local Carolina. Today I am in the studio and we are talking a very interesting topic with Joseph, Puro. I want to learn more about you guys and what you do. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Thank you for having me. We are a local emergency restoration company serving the Grand Strand area. And what we do is we specialize in water damage, fire damage, mold remediation, and biohazard cleanup.
You guys tackle some pretty big jobs, but you all are still a local company, right?
We are. We are part of a franchise network. We have over 400 locations throughout the United States, but we are locally owned and operated here in the Grand Strand area.
Nice. Okay, so you said fire, mold, what else?
Water and biohazard.
So that's a lot of different stuff, and sometimes when people are calling you, it's not exactly the best day of their life.
No, it is absolutely not. It is usually one of the worst days of their life. You know, normally property owners go through 1 to 2 major losses in their lifetime, and it can be very disruptive. You know, sometimes they have to move out of their homes, especially when children are involved. I can only imagine. But yeah, it can be very detrimental to people's just normal life.
So I mean, how does the whole process work? If you have something bad happen to you and you need to make a call, how does the process work with you guys?
So we work real well with insurance companies. A lot of times people will report it to their insurance companies, and their insurance companies might call us, or they might call us directly. We get out there, we have a response time within 4 hours, and we want to make sure that we get that property stabilized so that there's no further damage to the property. We see everything from just a small water line break to major hurricanes. So like you said, there is a vast majority of different kind of work that we can do for our customers.
Gotcha. Do you maybe have any tips for people if something happens to them, or how to prevent a disaster from happening in your home?
Yeah, I mean, it's you can have leak detectors installed into your home, doing a yearly inspection of your home, doing service to your major appliances, your air conditioning unit, your refrigerator, your dishwasher, anything that's going to involve water, or even maybe a potential fire hazard. Make sure that your smoke alarms are up to date and have their batteries in. But sometimes, living in the climate we live when it comes to mold, we just live in a high humid climate, and sometimes it's unpreventable. Like I said, we want to do everything we can to prevent any other major damages happening. That's why we are called a restoration company.
When you said mold, it just sent chills down my spine because mold is my enemy. This is the sort of thing you want to trust the experts to clean up too, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. It can be, if you run into the wrong person with an immune system problem, it can make them very, very sick, or an allergy. So yeah, we have to be very, very careful and thorough in the work that we do. And
I'm sure you have all the state-of-the-art equipment and all these special processes that you can't do yourself, really.
Absolutely. We are trained. We all, myself and my technicians, are certified through the IICRC. So we take pride in that. We go to continuing education to make sure that we're learning all about all the new processes and all the new technology out there that can help our customers get back to normal. So yeah, the one nice thing about being a part of a franchise network is when there is a major event such as a hurricane or a freeze, it's one phone call away from me to mobilize other franchises and my headquarters down in Florida to be able to come here to the Grand Strand area and the Myrtle Beach area to help us get back to normal, because sometimes it can be overwhelming. I might not be able to handle everybody at one time, but like I said, it's the nice thing about being part of a team as like Puro is that I can make one phone call and they'll come and help us, and like I said, help our community get back to normal.
Strength in numbers.
Strength in numbers for sure.
This portion of Living Local Carolina was sponsored by Puro.